This channel is supported by Truefire.
Well, what is this all about then? It's the Truefire Summer Music Festival. What I'm going to tell you about, you can get 1 month of All Access for just $1. The All Access, you can dip in and out of every single course on Truefire, so that's a really great way to get some awesome courses down you.
So Mike over at Rose Morris has been badgering me, saying, John, I really need you to check out this pedal. And he's been saying, have you checked out the pedal yet? Will you check out the pedal? So I said, look, yes, Mike. So what is it? This is the Rose Morris Shaftesbury Duo Fuzz, which is actually surprisingly compact. I believe this is a collaboration with Adrian Thorpy, and this is a very small little fuzz pedal. Let's see how it sounds. I'm going to plug it into my Pro Reverb here. I said to Mike, I'm not normally necessarily a fuzz guy. So it's based on the Univox kind of circuit, and Rose Morris used to own Vox at one point, I think. So this is nothing. So, definitely got a more kind of one of those really vibey kind of pedals. Yeah, that's kind of for a certain thing. I definitely know which of those I prefer. Now, here's a little bit of a trick for me. Over here, I've got my other normal pedal board. Here's a J Rockett Dude. So that's like a very sort of thick, full tone. What happens if we inject this into the front of that? Without the dude. Definitely a very different flavour. So with a plus pedal. With a fuzz. With an EQ. Basically OEM manufactured according to Stefan Carlson from Guitar Pedal X originally, and had lots of different names on them. Shin, Univox. Basically Rose Morris ended up making or putting Shaftesbury on a bunch of them, and I think they were distributed by Rose Morris. Anyway, essentially there's these two versions made by Thorpy in the UK, so that's really cool. For me, I feel like the compact version is probably the more practical one, where you've got the on or off and also the tone thing. For me, personally, I'm not the most fuzzy guy ever. This is not actually a sponsored video, but they did put up a code. Mike has got a code for you to use, which is John wears his underpants in the shower, which will get you 10% off of one of these if you want to. Now, if you want to jump over to the Rose Morris Instagram and say, I want that fuzz, maybe we could organise that this gets sent to one of you guys out there that is into fuzz more than I am. I put it on my board for last night. For the Gary Clark Jr. tune Bright Lights, I actually kicked this on for a bit. But typically, I'm someone who's into slightly smoother tones in general, but I do think this has a real cool kind of vintagey, like, sort of totally chewy sort of, you know when it's on. I also really like that octave sort of comes in as you turn up the expander. I really love that sound, even if it's not something that I'm going to use when I'm doing, like, dodgy wedding gigs to 30 people, one of which is listening. Anyway, so yeah, that's the Shaftesbury Duo Fuzz. I think Super Fuzz is the name of the thing, like this sort of fuzz branch, right? Anyway, cheers to Rose Morris for letting me check out the pedal, and hopefully some of you guys out there are thinking, yeah, I'm in on that.
as I say, go over to their Instagram and say, send me a fuzz or something. Cheers for stopping by.